जय राधा माधव जय राधा माधव जय ओम विष्णुपाद ब्रह्म सपरिवार आचार्य अभय शरणार्थ दंतदान स्वामी श्री अनंत विष्णु जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय भूमध्यानतिमिरस्य ध्यानाञ्जलिं शलाकचक्षुरुन्मीलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे श्रीचैतन्यनामभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीवैष्णवंश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्य श्री राधा कृष्ण सगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पार्श्वदेशकारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने विषे नमः हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धु जगत् तप्त कांचन गौरी राधे वृषभानुसुते प्रणमामि। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत श्री सरस्वती गौर हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण। So you're reading now this ninth chapter of teachings of Lord Chaitanya, right? The book would be better. So what is the system? Mm. Okay, so the ninth chapter is titled as the opulences of Krishna. This is one of the very philosophical books Prabhupada has written. One of the quite tough books. Okay, so please start reading since Lord Chaitanya.
Multiple to not an unsophisticated person. His name is also Patit Pavan, the deliverer of the most fallen conditioned souls. Although a conditioned soul may be fallen to the lowest position, such a lowly state will not prevent him from advancing in the spiritual science, provided he is innocent. Sanatana Goswami was considered fallen in society because he was in the service of the Muslim government and had thus been excommunicated from Brahmanical society. But because he was a sincere soul, Lord Chaitanya showed him special favor by granting him a wealth of spiritual information. The Lord next explained.
We can just this is about next this thing. So one point here is mentioned is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is merciful to innocent, unsophisticated person. Hmm. So his name is Patita Pavan. Srila Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj would say Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Patit Pavan, not Kapat Pavan. Kapat Pavan means not that he will somebody's cunning. Hmm. So what any examples of cunningness?
But he's doing something wrong, but he's showing himself as innocent. Internally, he's not feeling what externally he's doing.
Hmm. Okay. And any other university? Hmm. Good India. Any other examples?
Like, many demons in Krishna Lila,
Hmm.
they come as cowherd boys,
Okay.
externally they right of Krishna.
Yeah, like Putana came as mother. Very nice, poor, good woman, but she was a demoness inside. And there was another demon, Vatsasur, came as a nice calf. Yeah. So this um, innocence means what? One may be fallen, but one is not. Uh, you can say one is not trying to show off himself as if he is very advanced. One accepts as himself as fallen and tries to serve Krishna in whatever best way he can. That is innocent. Especially those who are trying to do some politicking. This is not the example of innocence or having some kind of ulterior motives. For example, somebody wants to extract money from devotees. For that, he comes and somehow shows lot of devotion in devotional service. This is not innocent. Or somebody is committing some sinful activity and he feels it is all right and he goes on committing and does not even repent for it. So that is another type of property. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Patit Pavan, the deliverer of most fallen conditioned souls. So fallen souls, so one can be fallen. Fallen means one may be not able to follow everything perfectly. There may be some kind of shortages, limitations, or kind of something bad, you know, due to out of habits. But somebody is innocent. Innocent means he's still trying his best to serve Krishna. So this difference is understood through intentions. How do you understand the difference? Intentions, and that's why it is very difficult for others to recognize it. for a long time, because it's very thin line between somebody is fallen and somebody is cunning. उसमें जो difference है बहुत कम है. you know. So only one person himself only knows, and Paramatma knows much better how much somebody is kapati or somebody is all fallen. So somebody may be fallen. Uh, Usually the symptoms of fallen person is that he very bitterly repents for his wrong activities or his inability to serve Krishna nicely. This is one of the symptoms of an innocent person. Or he may be fallen but not cunning. Whereas cunning person means intention itself is somehow to exploit Lord's mercy or exploit Krishna or exploit devotees or community. For that he tries to do some politics like that. Is that okay? Yeah. Yeah. So although the conditions soul may be fallen to lowest position, apiche sudurachara, still he can advance in spiritual life. That is the, if he is innocent, that is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even though somebody may be very fallen, but he can still advance in spiritual life. Whereas for all other processes like jnana, karma, and all that, Ashtanga Yoga, a fallen person cannot practice this process. One has to be very pure. Only pure person can practice these other paths. But the bhakti path is so wonderful that even the fallen people also can follow this path. So example was one of Sanatan Goswami. So those days, the people who would try to work with Muslims, they would consider to be fallen. So because Sanatan Goswami, he was serving Nawab Hussain Shah, who was a Blecha, so he was considered to be fallen. In modern society, they consider them glorious. Somebody goes to Dubai or Kuwait or America or London, they feel very glorious. So you see, this is the degraded situation, one level of degraded situation, that not giving the fallen persons to chance to advance in bhakti is one level of degraded situation. But considering fallen person to be very glorious is further degraded situation. You understand this? अगर फॉलन व्यक्ति है जो कोई म्लेच्छा और यवनास का सेवा कर रहे हैं, उनको कंसिडर करना कि ये बहुत ही अच्छा है. The way Indian parents are very proud of, hey, our son is in America, one son is in Houston, other son is in Boston. This is, they are serving lechas, they are associating with lechas. Is it something very glorious? Many cooks come in ISKCON also to go for foreign country. Many Bengali cooks come so that they can get a chance to go for foreign country. So this is the fallen situation of India. But the higher stage was that although according to social custom, Sanatana Goswami was considered to be fallen, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he was excommunicated, is ostracized from Brahmanical society, but still Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him bhakti. You know what Rupa Sanatana Goswami Prabhu, this Goswami's parents, what they were doing? What was their reaction when their sons joined Nawab Hussain Shah? They are doing yagya for what? Yeah, to get rid of that job. They were considering themselves to be so much in pitiable situation. Oh, our sons have to serve. Who was he? Sanatana Goswami was Prime Minister of Nawab Hussain Shah. But still, they were considering it's such an abominable condition. So you can just imagine the value system of the society has gone so down, so down that parents are very proud their son becoming Lecha's servant. As long as he gets money, it's good. He may be serving a rascal and he himself may be rascal. But money चाहिए, पैसा है तो बस सब कुछ अच्छा. अभी पैसा है, next life में नरक में जाने दो उसको. One devotee's father told you, drink liquor, no problem, get money, don't join brahmachari ashram. Means, my dear son, you go to hell. That is good, no problem. Can go to his next life. What is father? You see, such a degraded situation. But Sanatan Goswami's parents and Rupa Goswami, Sanatan, they're not like that. They're cultured people. They're themselves pure passion. It was Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami's mother told these two, you are in such a fallen situation. If you want to get out, try to contact Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they said, how we contact? She said, you write letter to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You imagine, what was the value system of parents. You know. So, uh, but those days, these things were very strongly, so sir, the current styles, current times, these things are further degraded. Those days, things were very much. Yesterday, I was hearing one conversation of Srila Prabhupada. So, Prabhupada was telling that uh, this Lord Clive, he killed this Sirajuddaula in Bengal, who was the last non-British king, last king you can say. He killed him, got him murdered, and then Lord Clive now wanted to establish Kolkata city. So he wanted some money. So he went to one person, his name I forgot. He was a big rich person, banker, huge money he had. Mm. I'll find out and tell you. I just forgot his name. He was Hindu person. Mm. So then when he came, the servant informed that this Clive has come. So this person said, tell him to sit outside. I'll come and meet him outside. I cannot meet him. Don't allow him entry in home. Our home will become putrefied, contaminated. उसको अंदर मत आने दो. Like that. That was a strict system which many people condemn, but it was better because at least people had some adherence uh, to the codes and conducts of scriptures, to the morality and cleanliness principles. But now they have degraded so much that people are proud of association with each other, anyone else. That's an unfortunate situation. But nonetheless, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted everybody from any fallen situation. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made Haridas Thakur into Namacharya. He made Rupa Goswami into Rasacharya. Hmm. He made Sanatan Goswami into Sambandha Acharya. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu uplifted them. Hmm. So they are materially fallen, but they can be spiritually uplifted. This is the principle. Okay, next. Correct.
Next, explain the situation of different spiritual planets in the spiritual sky. The spiritual planets are also known as Vaikuntha planets. The universes of the material creation have a limited length and breadth. As far as the Vaikuntha planets are concerned, there is no limitation to their dimensions because they are spiritual. Lord Chaitanya informed Sanatan Goswami that the length and breadth of each and every Vaikuntha planet is millions or billions of miles. Each of his planets is unlimitedly expanded. In each and every one of them, there are residents who are full in all six opulences: wealth, strength, knowledge, beauty, fame, and renunciation. In each and every one of these Vaikuntha planets, an expansion of Krishna has his eternal abode, and Krishna himself has his original eternal abode, or Krishna Loka or Golaka Vrindavan.
Great.
In this universe, even the largest planet lies in one corner of our outer space. Although the sun is thousands of times larger than the earth, it still lies in one corner of outer space. Similarly, each one of the infinite planets, although unlimited in length and breadth, lies in a corner of the spiritual sky known as the Brahma Jyoti. In the Brahma Samhita, this Brahma Jyoti is described as Nishkalam, Anantam, Asesha Bhutam, or undivided and unlimited, and without a trace of the material modes of nature. All the Vaikuntha planets are like petals of a lotus flower, and the principal part of the lotus, called Krishna Loka or Golok Vrindavan, is the center of all the Vaikunthas. Thus, the expansions of Krishna in various forms, as described herein, as well as his various gods on the spiritual planets and in the spiritual sky are unlimited. Even demigods like Brahma and Shiva cannot see or even estimate the extent of the Vaikuntha planets. This is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.14.21. No one can estimate the length and breadth of all the Vaikuntha planets. It is also stated that not only demigods like Brahma and Shiva are unable to make such an estimate, but even Ananta, the very incarnation of the Lord's opulence of strength, cannot ascertain any limit to the Lord's potency or to the area of different Vaikuntha planets.
Mhm. So what's the meaning of Vaikuntha? No quarrel?
No distress.
No anxiety, no distress. That is called Vaikuntha. Yeah. So all spiritual planets, there is no anxiety, no difficulties, no miseries. Hmm. And what is the size? Yeah, they're unlimited expand. Even there is, it is known some, the size and breadth of this universe is known. If you read fifth canto of Bhagavatam, this universe, what is the side, length, breadth, everything is known. But Vaikuntha planets, they are unlimited. So that's why there is no dimensions. Millions and billions of miles. That doesn't mean 1 million or 1 billion miles. It's much more than that. It's practically unlimited. So, and so, but in general, what is said about the size, comparative size of Vaikuntha and material world? It is three pada vibhuti, spiritual world. Material world is 1/4, ekapad vibhuti. So this material world itself seems to be so big. You can just imagine how much spiritual world must be. Material world means our Pune itself seems to be so big for us. If such a big city. Isn't it? And what to speak of Pune, Maharashtra, or India is some small country, and the Earth is a small planet. There are unlimited planets. Even within this, uh, even within this particular universe, so many planets and stars and all these things are. And they have so many residents. And this universe is just one of the universes coming from Mahavishnu. So from each and every pore of Mahavishnu, one universe comes. How many pores do we have in our body? Yeah. So महाविष्णु के बॉडी में कितने पोर्स है और उससे इतने सारे यूनिवर्सेस आ रहे हैं एंड ये सब कुछ क्या है ओनली 1/4 ऑफ क्रिएशन so how tiny everything is and all the residents of Vaikuntha are having all six opulences full. Hmm. So Krishna has made all his living entities originally as good as himself. They're also in full, full wealth, strength, knowledge, beauty, fame, renunciation, everything. No ugly person is there in the spiritual world. Nobody is poor in the spiritual world. Nobody is weak. With there are no hospitals in the spiritual world. उनको क्या बोलते हैं आपको इंजेक्शन नहीं लेना पड़ता है कि थोड़ा स्ट्रेंथ इंक्रीज करने की yeah so they are all having all the wonderful opulences as good as Lord. And supreme most amongst all these Vaikuntha planets is Golok Vrindavan. Mhm. And Golok Vrindavan is the biggest amongst all Vaikuntha planets. It's called as Maha Vaikuntha. Maha Vaikuntha because it is so big. So these are all things practically beyond our imagination. So we don't have to worry. There is no space crunch in Goloka if we go. Don't have to put lockers or something. We'll have unlimited space there. So Golok Vrindavan is the original abode, and from that all other Vaikuntha planets have come. That's what Prabhupada says. In this universe, even the largest planet lies in one corner of space. Like sun is just so much bigger. It's in one corner. Like, and where does the sun derive its energy from? Brahma Jyoti. Yeah, Brahma Jyoti is the effulgence of the Lord. From that, sun derives its this thing. And the shape of Vaikuntha planet is like lotus. So when you plug the lotuses here, you can remember Vaikuntha. So basically, the principle of spiritual world is everything is unlimited. Material world, everything is limited. Material world, the capacity is limited, the energy is limited, the space is limited, the time is limited, everything is limited. The prasad is also limited. Even if it is unlimited, we cannot eat unlimited. So capacity is right now. Limited gulab jamuns, 3 per devotee. Limited puri. This is the nature of material world. Space is also limited. Yeah. And our intelligence is so much limited. But spiritual world is characterized by unlimited. Everything is unlimited. So the glory and extent of Vaikuntha planets and is so much that even Lord Anantashesh is unable to glorify the Lord. Yes, Lord's qualities are so much, even Anantashesh cannot glorify. What to speak of Brahma and Shiva? Who is Anantashesh? He is also expansion of Lord only. And what is his special characteristic in this regards of glorification? Uh, and he is glorifying Krishna since how much time? Time immemorial. And what is the speciality of that glorification? Never ends. Huh? Okay, he tells names and many past glories of the Lord in general. Name, form, past time. He does not repeat. Same again. Still, he is not able to finish the glories of the Lord. We may think, इतना क्या है बाबा, हमको तो हम भगवान का प्रेयर्स करते हैं तो हम 2-3 मिनट क्या बोलने का और क्या ग्लोरीज बोलने का समझ में नहीं आता. Isn't it? We face this difficulty. We are offering prayers to the Lord. If you want to glorify the Lord, 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes. उसके बाद क्या बोलना है समझ में नहीं आता. That's the nature of conditioned soul. But Anantashesh can recount glories of Krishna so much that he is glorifying Krishna with his thousands of mouths since time immemorial. He has not repeated a single glory, and still he is not able to finish it. And we don't hope to finish it ever. So this is the nature of unlimited spiritual world. So wonderful. Okay, so read ahead.
The prayers of Brahma mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam 10.14.21 are very convincing in this connection. For therein Lord Brahma says, Ko veti bhuman bhagwan paratma yogeshwarotir bhavtastit lokyam kwa va katham va kati va kadeti vistarayan kridashi yogamayam. O my dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, O Super Soul, O Master of all mystic powers, no one can know or explain your expansions which you manifest by your Yogamaya energy. These expansions extended throughout the 3 worlds. Brahma also says in his prayers, Gunatmanastepi gunano vimatvam hitavatir nasyata ishiresya kalena ereva vimita sukalper bhupamshap ke vihika dubhasya. Bhagavatam 10.14.7. Scientists and learned men cannot even estimate the atomic concentration of a single planet. Even if they could count the molecules of snow in the sky or the number of stars in the space, they cannot estimate how it is you descended on this earth or in this universe with your innumerable transcendental potencies, energies, and qualities. Lord Brahma informed Narada that none of the great sages, including himself, could estimate the potential strength and the energy of the Supreme Lord. He admitted that even if Ananta with his thousands of tongues tried to estimate the Lord's energies, he would fail. Therefore, the personified Veda also prayed, Duptaya eva tena yayuri anantam anantaya tvam apiyad antranand nichyananuswarana khaiva rajamsi vanti yasya sahayach श्रुतसे त्वयि हि फलन्ति अत निरसनेन भवान निधना Bhagavatam 10.87.41. My Lord, you are unlimited, and no one has estimated the extent of your potencies. I think that even you do not know the range of your potential energies. Unlimited planets float in the sky just like atoms. Great Vedantists who are engaged in the research to find you discover that everything is different from you. Thus, they are finally decide that you are everything.
So that's why the name of Ananta is Ananta. Ananta means no end. He has unlimited ways to glorify the Lord, and he has not found any end towards that. That's why it's called Ananta. And Chaitanya Charitamrita also mentions that similar thing. These are major like of Chaitanya Charitamrita only. So even one can count molecules of snow in the sky, or number of stars in the space, or one can count dust particles on the sand on the sea beach. Particles of sand on the sea beach, still one will not able to find the end to the glories of the Lord. So very nice analogy. Also they say, no, even if you make sky into paper, right, and what is that, trees into pen, and ocean into ink, still you cannot glorify the Lord enough with this. These are the glories of the Lord. Okay, next.
You do not. When Lord Krishna was within this universe, Brahma played a trick on him in order to confirm that the special cowherd boy in Vrindavan was actually Krishna himself. By his mystic power, Brahma stole all the cows, calves, and cowherds, friends of Krishna, and hid them. But when Brahma returned to see what Krishna was doing alone, he saw that Krishna was still playing with the same cows, calves, and cowherd boys. By his Vaikuntha potency, Lord Krishna had expanded all the stolen cows, calves, and friends. Indeed, Brahma saw millions and billions of them, and he also saw millions and billions of herding sticks and fruits, lotus, flowers, and horns. All the cowherd boys were wearing different clothes and ornament, and no one could count their vast numbers. Then Brahma saw each of the cowherd boys become a four-handed Narayan, and he also saw innumerable Brahma from different universes offering obeisances to the Lord. He saw that all these personalities were emanating from the body of Krishna, and after a second entering into his body, Lord Brahma struck with a wonder by his extraordinary feat of Krishna's, and in a prayer he stated that although anyone and everyone could say that knew all about Krishna as far as he was concerned, he did not know anything about him. My dear Lord, he said, the potency and appearances you have exhibited just now are beyond the ability of mind to understand.
So even Anantashesh cannot find the end to Lord's glories, what to speak of Brahma or Shiva or anybody else, any other demigods. So this pastime is so wonderful. We know that Brahma is the secondary creator of this universe, and he is the first person in this universe. So what is the jurisdiction of Brahma? Area of jurisdiction? Entire universe is the jurisdiction. All the entire universe is the jurisdiction of Brahma. And so that's how we all are known to Brahma, right? We are all come under the jurisdiction of Brahma. So everybody is known to Brahma. Brahma knows everyone. And it was Brahma only who had gone on request of the demigods and especially Mother Earth for Krishna to descend. But when Krishna descended, Brahmaji got bewildered by seeing his pastures. Hmm. So Brahma's body is made up of intelligence. So we have intelligence, right? But Brahma's body is made up of intelligence. And he has how many heads? Four heads. Means how many must be, what must be his intelligence? So such Brahma got bewildered by seeing Krishna. And what Krishna's activity? Not some magical activity. Krishna's ordinary activity got made Brahma bewildered. You know? So Brahma saw that Krishna is dealing so intimately with. Hmm. What happened was Krishna killed Aghasur. This Aghasur was such a difficult demon to kill. Even the demigods were afraid of Aghasur, and they were also very much desiring that this Aghasur should be killed. He was such a horrible demon. He was creating big trouble even for demigods. So in this way, it is said that when Aghasur was being killed, demigods were all having live match watching, and then they were very much relieved. Hmm. So when Krishna went inside the mouth of Aghasur, the demigods felt great tension, because their faith is not so strong on Krishna. They thought that now Krishna is finished, like that. And when he came out, then they were very happy, and they played various instruments, shower flowers, and all this and that. And then Agasur's soul entered the body of Krishna. So he got liberation. Somehow Brahma was not present in the audience when this whole thing was going on, whole scene. So Brahmaji had some work. But he heard from others, oh, Krishna has killed Aghasur. Brahma said, oh, Aghasur is killed. That's such a wonderful thing. It's a very, very special thing that Aghasur has been killed. So he came that and he wanted to take darshan of Krishna who has killed Aghasur. So then he came towards Vrindavan, and that time after killing Aghasur, what Krishna said? Okay, now we are so hungry. Every day there is to be one demon coming. By the arrangement of Yogamaya, one demon would come just before lunch. And Krishna and all the cowherd boys, they would participate in this deal of killing demon. After killing demon, they would feel hungry. So it was like hunger creating thing for them. So in this way, Krishna has killed every day one demon. So what demons are mentioned in Bhagavatam or Krishna book are only main demons. They are not the only demons. Every day is to kill one demon. But these are major demons. Others were chota mota demons. So in this way, he killed. And then all cowherd boys and Krishna, they were very hungry. So they all came on the banks of Yamuna. So they used to have one bhojan. And they all said that we have nice prasadam now together. And in this way, they sat, cowherd boys, they sat. So you must have seen their picture, right? Here. Outside is there. Krishna is sitting in center. All cowherd boys are sitting around him. And then, so Brahmaji saw that Krishna, what the cowherd boys were doing, they were eating first and then giving to Krishna. Oh Krishna, this rasgulla is so nice. Oh, it tastes so nice. You eat. Oh Krishna, this puri is so nice. Please eat. Oh Krishna, this fruit is so nice. Please take it. And then also, especially from the mouth of Madhumangal, Krishna accepted buttermilk. Madhumangal drank all the buttermilk. He did not give to Krishna. Say, I want that buttermilk also. So Krishna pressed the cheeks of Mother Madhumangal. Some buttermilk came. Krishna drank it also. So when Brahmaji saw all these things, he got totally bewildered. Because what is the way? First we offer to Krishna, then we take it, right? It's not they are doing opposite. They are eating first and then giving to Krishna. And Krishna is who? He is the Lord, who eats through Yajna. He is called a Yajna book. The Yajna sacrifices are offered, so that Lord takes something. So his offering is done so purely. It's not like ordinary activities. So many arrangements. Like in temple also we say so many arrangements are the first things are washed, cleaned. The offering has to be cooked with utmost care. This, that, such a reverence. And the first Lord's lotus feet are washed, and then his hands are washed. Then he's given something to chew first, and then bhoga is offered. Even in the ordinary world, so much things are done. So to offer to Krishna, it's not just a simple act. But despite this, you know, this is Brahma, this is the way method Brahmaji knew offering. He saw new method of offering, which was so much bewildering to him. And he doubted, is he really a Krishna Lord? Is it the same Vishnu who eats through yajna? Is it the same Vishnu who is glorified in the Vedas? Is it the same Vishnu whose sages take shelter of his lotus feet? Doesn't seem to be. He's eating jhuta, of cowherd boys. Not jhuta of Brahmanas also. Jhuta, eating jhuta of cowherd boys, Vaishyas. Brahmanas का जूठा है तो वो भी glorious है. भगवान भी शायद जूठा खाएंगे ब्राह्मण. Cowherd boys का जूठा, who are Vaishyas. So Brahmaji had all material estimations of how things should be functioned and kind of typical ritualistic, Vaidhi type of understanding. But all these cowherd boys, they are not Vaidhi Bhaktas. What they are? They are Prema Bhaktas. They are on the high stage of Bhava and Prema platform. So for them, Krishna is like their friend. Sometimes the friends will share a lunch box together, right? They will eat something like in our school days also we have eaten, right? All friends used to sit together and used to eat from each other boxes, right? So Krishna was believing very friendly way. But Brahmaji could not understand that internal food of the Lord. But so bewildered. So he wanted to taste Lord. So it's very dangerous to taste the Lord. Right? Should not taste. Should not taste the great personalities. Or one should not taste the Lord. So, but he tried. Thought that let me check whether he's really same Vishnu or not. So what he did, he stole all the cowherd boys and hid them in a cave. So you have gone to that place in Vrindavan where it happened. Brahma Vimohan Lila happened. That place is called Chaumuha. Down there, there is a temple also. They say there is some hole which Brahma hid the cowherd boys, but actually he hid in his own loka somewhere, not here. Maybe, but that is at least the place where this Brahma Vimohan Lila took place. Now there is no Yamuna there. Those days Yamuna has to flow through that region. It's not at the back of nowadays. So it's quite near to our temple also. Near means Chattikara se thoda aage jayenge. Jamuna comes. When you go to Barsana, Nandagram, it is on the way. Jamuna comes also. So in this way, he tried to estimate, check whether he is Supreme Lord or not, because his activities appear to be so ordinary or even unclean. We are not supposed to eat jhuta of others, isn't it? It is considered to be tamoguna to eat jhuta of others. Our systems in temple are so strict that we are not supposed to even touch with our left hand. So many people get shocked by seeing this type of standards. When you are taken prasadam, you cannot take with left hand, isn't it? You cannot serve. Right? In homes they do like that, right? They sit together, eat also. They serve also with left hand. All this is considered to be very unclean. And sometimes they eat each other's jhuta also. That is also considered to be unclean. So remnants are very unclean. Once upon a time, Prabhupada had to deal with such unclean people. So once upon a time, one devotee was driving Prabhupada, and there was one apple with Prabhupada. So Prabhupada ate that apple and gave to that devotee. It was so new. See, he also ate and gave back to Prabhupada. Prabhupada took that gift. So you to deal with such people who understand that every guru is giving Mahabharata to you. Not that you give your Mahatma Guru also. Not like friends. So they are not with that people. He gave also to Prabhupada. So this is all considered to be very unclean. But Krishna's activities also appear to be so unclean. It is not according to Brahmanical standards. He is Brahmanya Deva. He is the Lord of Brahmanas. How he can be so unclean, so impure? So this is how Brahma got bewildered. He wanted to test. So whole pastime, right? He hid the cowherd boys, and mm, then he came back and he thought that let me check now how Krishna may be bewildered. First he stole cowherd, this calves he stole from. And then Krishna told all his cowherd boys, friends, that you don't worry, I'll go and find them out. You can sit peacefully and eat. Krishna has so much love for his devotees. Now, ideally, who should go? Devotees should go, na? Krishna should peacefully eat. But Krishna has such a love for them that he said, you don't be disturbed. I'll go and find them out. But by the time Krishna went, even cowherd boys were stolen. Now Krishna was thinking, you know, he was not bewildered, but in the transcendental mood of love, he was bewildered also. Why? Because he was thinking, how can I go alone back to Vrindavan, back to Nandagram? How can I go alone? What will answer I will give to all the cows and the mothers? What they will say? Where are our children? They will do? So Krishna could not tolerate even the little bit of anxiety, they will face because of absence of covered their children and their calves. The anxiety in the parents and all that he could not tolerate. He said impossible. So Krishna immediately created another set. Actually, according to Acharyas, Brahma could not steal actually the cowherd boys and calves. Why he could not steal? You know the reason? Anybody knows the reason? But how they are? Why they have to be copied? Actually, according to Acharya, Brahma cannot steal.
A special word.
Hmm.
Brahma taking out of the special word.
Yeah. The point is that they are all Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. Brahma cannot touch the souls. They are on pure spirit souls. Brahma is a material personality. So he has no rights to touch. You cannot touch. Just like Ravana cannot touch Sita. There was a Chaya Sita whom Ravana touched and went to Lanka. Right? You all know that, right? It was not original Sita who went to Lanka. Original Sita was in Agni Deva's abode, fire god's abode. And Sita was Chaya Sita. I believe Brahma also, although Brahma is not a demon, he's a great personality, he's a pure devotee of the Lord, but he also could not touch these cowherd boys. They're all manifestations of the internal energy of the Lord. So Brahmaji has no power to touch them. So what happened when Brahmaji desired so, Krishna understood his desire. Krishna said, अच्छा है मुझे भी एक पास टाइम करने का चांस मिल जाएगा. So ऐसा desire. So Krishna manifested illusory forms of cowherd boys and calves, and they were stolen by Brahma. And Krishna made original calves and the cowherd boys invisible for Brahma. And then he entered into the Leela as if he is also concerned that all my cowherd boys. Otherwise, Brahma ji को confidence कैसे आएगा? अगर Krishna is not at all bewildered, then Brahma ji तो लीला कैसे होगा? तो वो रसा आने के लिए Krishna also appeared as if he is worried. And then Krishna manifested himself as each and every cowherd boy and calf. And Krishna is so wonderful that he can manifest yourself more than what you are. Not only each and every cowherd boy was different, each and every calf is different. Generally for us, all calves are same only. Right? But if you see like some Chinese, all are same only, right? You don't see the difference between one Chinese and another Chinese. सब लोग सारे similar ही दिखते हैं. All ants are also same only. कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. But every ant has his own स्वभाव. Right? Every cow has his own स्वभाव, right? Those who dealt with cows, they must be knowing. All cows are not the same. Every rose plant has their own swabhavas. So no living entity is like others, although externally they appear. So each and every cowherd boy had his own particular style of dressing, particular habits, particular ways of speaking, different traits, and Krishna exactly manifested those. It's impossible for any ordinary person to do, isn't it? We can't exactly manifest those. They were so much more original than what original cowherd boys, that when they return, all the mothers of cowherd boys and the cows, they felt increased affection towards cowherd boys and calves. They were having so much love for them that, oh, our children have come back. So Krishna, he takes an opportunity to fulfill many purposes. So before, cows and mothers of Vrindavan, they had desired that, see, Krishna is a child of Yashoda, she feeds him milk. How nice, she's so fortunate. How nice it would have been if Krishna would have been our son also. We could also get opportunity to feed him. We could also care for him like our own child. So Krishna noted this desire in their hearts. And this was a time when now Krishna fulfilled. Although Krishna came as their own children, but they were actually Krishnas. And their love for their children increased multifold. Unlimitedly their love increased. And that 1 year passed because Brahmaji came. Within one moment he came back, from his abode. But 1 year had passed. And then Brahmaji saw, Hare, Krishna is not at all affected. He's already still playing with his cowherd friends, and still all the calves are there. And then Brahmaji got to understand, हमने गलत आदमी से पंगा लिया है. We are playing with a fire. Then Brahmaji understood there must be something seriously wrong. I am sure that I have hid these cowherd boys in this thing, calves. Oh, my God. Sorry, I did not even understand. Okay, we'll wind up this first time very fast. And then, then you know what happened. Krishna is, then Krishna just, Krishna, then Brahmaji came and saw, and Krishna manifested all the original form. They showed that, okay, he is not, these are cowherd boys are actually expansions of Krishna only. That time Brahma understood how much big blunder he has committed. And then Krishna showed him even the spiritual world. He showed him everything. Showed him how it was not that every cowherd boy was simply a Vishnu. Every cowherd boy and calf was surrounded by all sets of demigods and including Brahma. And they're offering praise to him. Means, can imagine how many Brahmas were present, and how many Shivas were present, and how many sets of demigods were present. And they're trying to glorify. And Brahmaji's forehead started really. And then he came and fell at the feet of Krishna. So this was the wonderful pastime. So why this pastime is quoted by Prabhupada here, that even Brahma, having forehead, having the body made up of intelligence, having being the original knower of everything in this universe, having the creator of this universe, still could not understand Krishna very well by his own power. So that's how Krishna cannot be understood simply by our own efforts. Krishna is understood simply by his mercy. Atha Shri Krishna Namadi na bhavet grahyam indriyehi sevon mukhehi jivvado swayam eva spuratyada. When one becomes sevan mukha, then one can understand Krishna. Because when one becomes sevan mukha means inclined to serve, then Krishna, being pleased with that devotee, gives him the revelation of himself. And that's how one can understand Krishna. And that also not fully, only to some degree whatever Krishna reveals, to that day we can understand. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.